Hello and welcome back to True Crime Guys podcast, and it is our fourth week in a row. You know what that means, Andy?
Headlines
And Shenanigans week, and Andy takes over the hosting duties, and I get to take a break.
You get to just chill, Michael. Just get
to chill. Just do what Andy does. Just
take a
sit over
step
here,
back.
say, "Whoa, nice."
Yeah. Well, you better offer just as much commentary,
Oh, I've never done this job before.
right? Here you go.
That's right. But before we get into all these crazy headlines that Andy brought for us, I got to remind you guys that you can catch these episodes early and ad-free on Patreon, patreon.com/truecrimeguys, where you can get the best deal out there, honestly. For just $3 a month, you get to hear these episodes, every free episode early, ad-free, with bonus content, as well as all sorts of old episodes that we've had, the Vault episodes. If you're wondering where episode 1 through 200 is, it's in the Vault. Lots of stuff is. Just the Banter, Strange Shorts, 5-Minute Murders with Lorne, all kinds of episodes on there, guys, for your listening pleasure. Not to mention, there's 3 seasons of Higher Thoughts,
Yeah.
which is basically just a rambling audio journal of me. You literally never know what I'm talking about in those episodes. I go back and I'm like, wow, this is intriguing. It's like a little diary entry that you don't remember.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's
Who
pretty
the
great.
fuck? Oh, that is me.
But
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, guys, that's patreon.com/truecrimeguys. But here on the free platform, you can check out our other shows like Strange and Unexplained and also Sandu Stories. Both of those are on a little hiatus, if you will, right now. We are working on bringing those back, but we don't want to bring them back until we're ready to start the new season of each one. So be on the lookout for those, new episodes of those. And I think there's hundreds of episodes of Strange and Unexplained.
At this
right
point,
now.
yes.
Yeah, at least 150-something. But also Cryptic Soup with Dina and Kylie. There's quite a back catalog of those episodes as well. But today, Andy, are you ready? What are we starting off with, man?
Well, I figured we would start off with of course, the biggest headline that everyone's been talking about, at least on my feed, on everybody's feed, that was Ozzy Osbourne
Epstein
passing
files.
away.
Oh.
Whoa, hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
Wrong
My
show. But no, we talked about Ozzy Osbourne passing away and how just influential that was across all media forms. We were even talking about doing a whole episode about Ozzy Osbourne and
You
just
considered it. How much run-ins with the law has he had?
I mean, he's had a few.
Can we
arrests.
justify it? Is what I'm saying. You know?
I mean, listen. At this point, Michael, I think we can take one for ourselves every now and again. Can we? We could do one for
you
us.
want to do an episode on Ozzy, Andy? All right, fuck it, let's do it.
It's like we could do one for us, 400 for you.
Exactly.
But yeah, so we might do a whole episode on that and some of the different contributions he made and some of his different run-ins with the law, the life and crimes of Ozzy Osbourne, so to speak. But Michael, one of the first stories I saw this week was just something that caught my eye because I couldn't let this go because a lot of people in our circle were just like, this bullshit.
Right.
And your family might be on board with this because you have a very Nintendo friendly family, especially your oldest daughter, big Nintendo fan.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about this, Michael. Nintendo, after fucking years, has now insisted that Mario and Princess Peach are just good friends. This is blowing my fuccking mind, and I'm sorry. This is the first story we're talking about. It's one of the first things just stuck in my head.
What kind of pandering bullshit is this?
I'm sorry. Did they go through a really bad breakup? Are they separated now?
Oh my God.
But no, Nintendo has gone through this whole thing saying they're just it's complicated, but it's simply in the friend zone. So yeah, I did not accept this news.
No.
This was just something I wanted to get out there. Fucking out of this gate.
I want to hear it from Mario and Peach.
Where is each one of their spokespersons?
I want to hear it from them.
Where's Bowser in all this?
That's right.
What does Bowser have to say about this?
What
Is
about
he the
Luigi?
other man?
Can we get an inside interview with Luigi?
No,
he would know.
he's been
His brother.
fucking. No, nobody tells Luigi shit.
I figures.
He is just along for the ride.
He's goofy ass. Shut up, Luigi.
Your fucking goofy ass. But yeah, the other big headline of everything going around, but Michael, that was just it just drove me insane seeing that. I know that was just a small little headline right now. Yeah. It's fucking stupid. Mario and Peach.
I'll tell you what.
They are the couple. They are the Sharon Osbourne and the Ozzy Osbourne of the video game world.
Yeah. You can't split them up.
No, Mario has been through so much, and she's been right there the whole time. What he has done for her.
That's right.
Started at another castle, and now look where we are. No.
I'll tell you what's bullshit is their game prices.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay? Now Nintendo Switch, fuck off.
What the hell, man? Dude, it's not even one standard price for new games. It's like they know the games that are in higher demand. They're just like, let's just release those at a higher price because, I don't know, fuck you.
Yeah, right.
What the hell?
No.
Never in the history of games have brand new games been all different prices. Mm-hmm. This is crazy, dude.
No, that's the inflation market now, and that's just what the supply and demand apparently is. No, I can't justify buying new games anymore.
Do not pay full price for any game because in like looking at pawn shops, looking online, even buying like PlayStation Network, half the time I find a game cheaper if you just pay attention to it or like, save it or whatever, and then PlayStation will send you a notification like, hey, this game's like 80% off right now.
Right.
Like, it'll be insane. You can get games for like that are $60 for like $10, $15. Just waiting. It's like, it's bullshit. If they can do that, you don't need to charge us $80 for a game, man. It's crazy.
And then you're going to break up a power couple like this. This was like people have built their entire
biggest travesty, really.
People have had weddings built around Mario and Princess Peach. People have cosplayed as these people for decades.
They're just friends now.
These are just friends.
The symbol of their marriage is just friends. What does that say?
Yeah,
they built their marriage on that.
They built this. Yeah,
wow.
Like I said, this is the power couple of video game world. And now you're just saying they're just friends. What happened? I need to hear both sides. That feels like there's a documentary needs to be made on both sides, like the breakup of Mario and Princess Peach.
Yeah, maybe she's just like the girl next door, man. They screw up together. She friend zoned him early.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes you know somebody too well.
Yeah, he was always there for her. Right?
Yeah,
he was always there
there
to pick up after her. Save her every time her obviously abusive boyfriend was locking her in a castle, taking her away, things like that. Yeah, he was always there to come help out. But they're just good friends.
Yeah,
they're just
and then
good
Luigi
friends.
had a crush on her, but no, who cares about Luigi?
She had a friend for him.
Yeah,
she knew a girl.
But also, forget about Luigi.
I've got a friend for that tall weirdo.
Yeah.
Okay, your weird brother. He can just fuck off. But Michael, for our next story, this right here, we even mentioned this on the banter stuff afterwards or before the show. One of the headlines that was permeating my social media and a lot of the true crime world was, Michael, we had a celebrity case this week of a real life celebrity getting caught and arrested in public.
Oh, we did.
Yes.
Another one.
That celebrity, Michael, being Chuck E. Cheese.
I was literally racking my brain. I already forgot what we talked about. I was like, who is he talking about?
The Chuck E. Cheese man, Michael.
Oh, my God. Charles.
Chuck E. Cheese caught in a credit card fraud trap. The Florida cops who arrested a Chuck E. Cheese mascot had a hilarious way of leading him out of the Charles Entertainment cheese joint over to their cop car, telling him, Chucky, come with me, Chucky. Like to me, this is like getting arrested at Disney World a little bit because for some reason the cops still wanted to like keep the magic alive for the kids. Right. Which, you know what? Good on them. The one time like these cops are like, we should make sure these kids don't get heartbroken. I don't want to see these kids. I don't want to ruin Joshua's 6th birthday over there.
Then why arrest the mascot? That's even more traumatizing, I think. He's never going to forget this now.
No, I think that now just gives gives Chucky some street cred now.
Why not just walk him to the back, take the costume off, we walk you out.
At least wait until he finishes his shift.
Serious.
Just wait until he goes to the break room and takes that thing off. Wait for the next high schooler to get in that thing and walk around.
Yeah, there you go.
But no, the TMZ has obtained the arrest report saying the Tallahassee Police Department says the man in the Chuck E. Cheese costume also had a small amount of marijuana on him. Oh, boys.
Oh, God.
Cops say they asked him if he had a medical marijuana license, and he responded with, I was on the way to get one.
There you go.
At Chuck E. Cheese.
Hey.
Listen, this is not my first stop today, obviously. Can't you see how I'm dressed? I have a doctor's appointment right after this.
You know what sucks, man? This guy's getting arrested for some petty shit, right? And the whole world knows about it just because he happened to be working at Chuck E. Cheese at that time.
Mm-hmm. Because, the police say he racked up $105 in fraudulent charges on a debit card that a woman lost after attending her child's birthday at the Chuck E. Cheese.
$105.
$105.
Whoa, crucify him.
But when the costume head was removed by cops, the identity of the rodent was revealed as Jermel J. Jones, who was arrested for the theft of a credit card. But I genuinely think this is just one of the best. Like, it literally looks like it's a bit. It looks like Chuck E. Cheese is like doing a bit.
Yeah.
But it's literally them being like, we gotta take this mascot out during work hours. Like, do we beat him? Like, what do we do?
Chuck E. Cheese is like, can we get the costume back?
Like, do we
got to follow you to the jail?
Yeah, he doesn't get booked in that, right? Like, that's ours. Like, which honestly, if they made him go to the fucking precinct like that, I think that would be the best thing. Just have him get his mugshot and he's holding the Chuck E. Cheese mascot.
No, at least do a set of mugshots with the Chuck E. Cheese head on.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I feel like
sets.
I feel like at this point, it's just like, guys, you got to. I feel like the cops would be like, no, we have to take him. We have to take him as is. It's protocol.
Listen, the guys down at the station are going to love this. Okay, listen, we're taking him in.
Just total bullshit in the restaurant. Be like, no. I'm sorry. It's totally the law that we have to take him as is. Like we can't.
As is. Giant rodent, doesn't matter.
We can't let him leave anything behind. That could be evidence. He's got to come. No, keep the helmet on, sir. Keep
that on.
Get stuff in his head in the back of the cop. Just pushing him down in there.
Get in there, sir.
But Jones is apparently this isn't the first time Jones used a fake credit card. He allegedly did the same thing at least once before in the last 6 months and is being charged with the theft of a credit card, criminal use of personal identification info, and fraudulent use of a credit card more than twice within 6 months. Was booked and released on Thursday morning with a $1,000 bond.
Wow.
But like, I genuinely think, no, his mugshot doesn't. This mugshot shows him in like a polo. But god damn it, you know that arresting officer was like, I mean, we can take him, right?
I
like,
mean,
we don't have to like get the costume back, right? Like we can
keep it, right?
Like, come on. Like, I feel like this is gonna fit Johnson. We're gonna get back to the store. We're gonna put him in it, and we're gonna send him into the chief's office.
He's gonna love it. The chief loves Chuck E. Cheese.
I'm gonna come in there. Like, listen, it's gonna be like a Brooklyn Nine-Nine bit. You know it. It's like some like a detective's gonna walk in there and be like, "Listen, I'm gonna walk in the chief's office. I'm gonna tell him, listen, sir, I think we got a rat in the precinct. I think there's a rat in the department, sir. Come on. I think he's out in the bullpen right now. Just walk out there, just a Chuck E. Cheese mascot. Just come on, it's right there." You know, Andy Samberg is just being like, God damn it! Why did we do this? All the mascot bullshit we did on that show.
That's an underrated show.
Oh, absolutely.
The show is so many funny moments in that show.
Oh, for sure. But now, that's all I could think of is, like, they have pictures of him being arrested. You can watch the video that like parents took and shit. Which also, I love the fact that those parents had to answer those questions to children that week. Just being like, no, Chucky's fine. This was it was a misunderstanding with the police. Chucky's actually fine.
And it wasn't even Chuck. Chucky's more like a spirit, you know? Like he can go from person to person.
Yeah.
Like
like, could you imagine doing that? I wonder.
Spiritual moms.
It did make me think about that because I was like, you know how like serious they are at like the Disney parks and how like they are really strict about those type of things.
Oh yeah.
It's like, could you imagine
like,
if
you will keep the magic alive?
Oh yeah. It's like, but could you imagine if like turns out one of the cast members at Disney was like wanted for a crime and like the police had to go find them and they were at work? It's like
Disney's not allowing that shit.
It's like, could you imagine the pressure of like Disney telling actual detectives being like, I don't think you know where you are.
No.
Oh, that badge you have means nothing
here. This is the land of Disney.
This is the land of tomorrow, sir. Magic Kingdom, sir.
Right. Like, you know, their security is just fucking massive. Freaking military trained dudes too.
Oh my God, yes, the Disney security, but like that this shit wouldn't happen at Disney. You wouldn't even notice if fucking Aladdin was actually doing credit card fraud on the side. He would be out there hugging a child. They'd be like, next. One child would walk away. The parents would say, thanks, bye. They'd turn their backs, walk back. How do you look different?
Right?
Are you taller? They would have switched him out, bag
like
over the
that.
head under one of those tunnels. He would have been out in the fucking swamps.
They got more than one Aladdin costume. They just threw the next Aladdin out there. Get your ass out there.
Exactly. That man would have been out in the fucking swamps with some gators being like, no one makes the magic break, kid. Sorry.
This thing's bigger than you.
It's bigger than you, kid. But yeah, Michael, Chuck E. Cheese getting arrested for some petty theft. It would have been great if it was some real crime, though. Chuck E. Cheese, like if you had a whole ring of criminals in that Chuck E. Cheese, they all get taken out in their mascot outfits. It's like a Five Nights at Freddy's horror scene. But Michael, for our next story, speaking of an actual horror scene.
Okay.
I don't know if you have watched the most recent Final Destination movie.
I have not.
But you know the premise, the franchise.
I'm very familiar, yes.
Remember, you're a millennial. You saw those early ones.
I saw all the other ones.
You did not drive behind a lumber truck for decades after that.
Never.
None of us even considered anymore. Mm-mm. But Michael, this right here is straight out of, unfortunately, the most recent Final Destination movie. Spoiler alert, guys. A man was pulled into an MRI machine after he walked into an exam room wearing a 20-pound chain necklace. Do you understand how strong MRIs can be? The magnets in those things?
Shit.
I say the Final Destination clip because that movie has a scene where a man gets pulled into one and basically ripped in half backwards. Those magnets are so strong that especially when they get full power.
Yeah.
But even just a regular MRI machine running, it is a strict, there is not to be any metal nearby whatsoever. Because it will, if you have metal in your body, it will rip it out. That's one of the bad things about them.
Yeah.
A man in Westbury, New York, was pulled into an MRI machine when he walked into the room wearing a large chain necklace.
God.
The man, 61, had entered the MRI room while a scan was underway at the Nassau Open MRI. The machine's strong magnetic force drew him in by his metallic necklace, according to the police department. Police said the incident resulted in a medical episode that left the man hospitalized and in critical condition. Authorities did not release his name and did not have an update on the man's condition until Friday, or on Friday when this happened.
So he lived through this, though.
At the time, I think I don't know if there's been any updates on this story just yet, but he did go into a medical episode, which I cannot imagine if they just say medical episode, that just sounds horrific. They're like, we can't even tell you what happened.
It sounds like you're trying to hide something. Yeah.
It sounds like we don't even have the words to describe the horror we witnessed. How about that?
You can imagine being pulled head first.
Or just neck first, backwards, whatever was happening. But the fact that he was able to walk in there with a huge chain necklace into an MRI place and nobody in that area stopped him. No techs, no nurses, no anybody was like, the fuck, sir? Do you know where you are? This is literally the strongest magnet you'll ever be near. But,
jeez.
So, yeah, a person who answered the phone at the Nassau Open MRI declined to comment on the incident. The very strong magnetic field that exerts very powerful forces on objects, iron, some steels, and others, magnetizes objects. They are strong enough to fling a wheelchair across a room. So if that's what you're talking about, this is just picking up a wheelchair and flinging it across the room like it's being thrown by somebody. Can you imagine if you're wearing a 20-pound chain around your neck?
Bro, I can't imagine that type of waves going through my body.
No, absolutely not.
Holy shit.
Just this sheer, absolutely.
I don't know if I'm ever getting an MRI again, Andy.
Right?
What the hell?
I remember seeing an episode of House or something like that, where a guy had gotten a bunch of prison tattoos and then went and got an MRI because he was going through a bunch of medical stuff, and all of the raw iron in the prison ink tattoos was literally ripped, pulled out of his pores, open wounds in his skin. And it's that's how strong these things can be. I was reading a thread about this story on Reddit where they were talking about how apparently a lot of welders and metal workers have to be really safe and careful if they ever have to have an MRI, because it's if you're a metal worker, they will be you could have metal shavings all throughout your body. We're gonna have to try and figure out if there are any here before we put you into an MRI machine before they just get ripped to shreds. It's a real thing apparently. So the idea that this person literally walked in and was ripped across the room by their throat by an MRI machine. And they're looking into it to figure out who would be at fault in this.
Too, man. Golly.
Oh yeah, because there's absolutely you got to figure out who is at fault in this situation. Can you blame the person? Can you blame the the place that they're at? Because how does somebody get through all of those things? Apparently there is an update to this story. I was just reading it at the bottom of the story.
Nice.
He did pass away. He
my
died
God.
Thursday afternoon, but a police officer did not release the name. His wife was the one getting the MRI. When she asked the husband, or his wife, Adrienne Jones McAllister, said she was undergoing an MRI on her knee when she asked the technician to go get her husband, Keith McAllister, to help get her off the table. She said she called out to him, and the technician summoned into the room her husband, who was wearing a 20-pound chain that he uses for weight training, an object that they had a casual conversation about during a previous visit with comments like, "Ooh, that's a big chain." When he got close to her, she said, at that instant, the machine switched him around and pulled him in, and he hit the MRI. It said, she said, could you turn the machine off? She said, could you turn this machine off? Call 911, do something, turn this damn thing off, she recalled, as he went limp in her arms. So the technician helped try to pull her husband off the machine, but it was impossible. He waved goodbye to me, and then his whole body went limp.
Oh my God.
Like I said, this is
Never
not...
mind, Andy. I didn't want to know more. Oh, shit.
And this is not the first time something like this has happened, but still, the fact that this is a genuine possibility. In 2001...
This is a fucking horror movie, dude. That is...
Oh, yeah.
God, and it was his wife's MRI, too. Oh, God.
But the fact that, this tech knew he had worn this chain before, went out there to get him.
You went out to get him and watched him.
Like, walk in there, and you saw him in the waiting room.
That's the tech's fault, Andy.
It's like, he's in the waiting room looking like fucking Flava Flav out there. What the hell? Like a 20-pound chain? That's a big fucking chain. Like, you can't just ignore that. Like, if that man walks into an MRI waiting room office, I'm surprised the goddamn receptionist wasn't like, put that in your car.
Yeah, right.
How about you don't even come in here with that?
Yeah, really.
Like, these are fucking plastic earrings, asshole. Get out of here. Like,
Right. Yeah, for real. That's the technician's fault right there. You saw what he was wearing and you let him in there.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I said, this is not the first time something like this has happened. In 2001, a 6-year-old was killed at the Westchester Medical Center when an oxygen tank flew into the chamber drawn by the MRI's magnet.
Oh my.
So yeah, like things have been horrific, and a lot of people on social media, yes, have seen the Final Destination scene, and they were seeing like so many people linking to this story about this and being like, yeah, this stuff really happens. Mm-hmm. And people were like, oh, in that movie, they're like, well, that would never happen. It's like, yeah, it fucking can, and it just did. And
it definitely has. And if it hasn't, it will. I mean, in the realm of all the possibilities in the world, it's like, where do you think they get these ideas too?
Right. This isn't something that we're just like, oh, I wonder, do you think somebody could get like sucked into one of those? I can give you 4 case examples of that right now.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
We don't
it can happen.
It's like there are 12. We don't talk about 8 of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's terrifying.
Yeah, that is a genuine horror movie. And there's going to be some investigations going into this to figure out what kind of lawsuit might be brought up, who's genuinely at fault here. But I got to think that this has got to be something along the lines of responsible of the techs.
It definitely.
But Michael, for our last story,
one more.
There's that age-old question, Michael. Mm-hmm. Why did the chicken cross the road?
It's stupid. There's probably more green grass over there.
There's so many answers, Michael. And I genuinely think that this woman was trying so hard to get that answer.
Oh.
And when that answer was taken from her, she unfortunately took matters into her own hands.
Uh-oh.
Because, Michael, a woman attacked a driver that hit and killed a chicken that she was allowing to cross the road. I'm not making this up.
Okay, so she was stopped, and probably somebody tried to go around her, and then they killed the chicken that she was letting go.
Yes.
Yeah, and then she got pissed and then attacked them?
A Key West, Florida woman,
no way.
Obviously,
get out,
who stopped at an intersection to allow a chicken to cross the road, allegedly attacked another driver with bear mace for speeding by her and killing the bird.
Wow.
That is a vendetta that I do not aspire to ever have. That someone killed a random chicken in Florida.
Random chicken.
And you're going to go bear mace that guy. Just absolute chaos. Florida is the Wild West. Like, right? It really is just Mad Max.
And that person probably thought you were having car trouble. You were just pulling over. I mean, I imagine they probably stopped right in the middle of the damn lane, right? And then the chicken was not, you couldn't see it because it's in front of her car. So people were like, what the fuck are you doing? This is Florida. Get the fuck out of the way. I'm going around.
Green light, bitch.
I'm going around. Nah, dead bird. There you go.
What was that?
Also, it's a fucking chicken, man. Don't cry over dead chickens. Man.
I mean, but for real, like I said,
we got enough.
She was trying to get the answer. She needed that answer. Like, why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? Why are you? Oh, you mother! But according to the arrest report obtained by Law and Crime, 38-year-old Cynthia Sosa stopped at an intersection on July 9th to let a chicken cross the road. When another driver began honking at her and later passed her on the side, running over the chicken. Sosa reportedly then pursued the driver out of frustration over the chicken's death, and upon catching up to the stopped driver, Sosa allegedly blocked the road in front of the victim's vehicle, got out of her car, attempted to open the victim's door. They began fighting over the door, and allegedly Cynthia wanted to teach her a lesson. So she pulled out her bear mace and sprayed it into the vehicle, spraying the victim directly in the face while she was seated inside.
Imagine that, dude.
Jesus, this wasn't even your chicken.
Why did that other lady pull over, though? Did she? Or she got her at the next stoplight? Or
like,
what?
Yeah, she just got her at the next stoplight, and she pulled around in front of her and like blocked her car. So like she pulled up in front of her and blocked her car, got out and like walked up and started screaming in her window.
Oh, hell no.
Exactly. I was like, nah, fuck it, reverse that shit.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Lock them damn doors.
Either way, don't roll the window down, bitch.
No! Roll the window down.
Sosa reportedly then fled the scene, but was eventually pulled over by police and taken into custody. She was then charged with 2 counts of aggravated battery and 1 count of burglary with assault or battery, which you know what? I felt fine. You know what? I don't know what the burglary is. You didn't steal anything other than that lady's peace of mind.
Right.
But the fact that this was a chicken, a random chicken in Florida, and you got to the point where you're like, you know what? I'm literally going to bear mace that woman over that chicken. I needed an answer, and you took it from me. You took the answer to the literal question of life. Life's greatest mystery was within my grasp. And you took it.
Right. That must be it, because I just don't see why.
Oh, that's the only justification I could ever think of.
Yeah.
But yeah, Michael, that was our headlines this week. It's been a rough news week all around, so having to try and find some lighthearted things to make us chuckle a little bit here and there.
Yeah. It's a good week to take a break from the news.
Right.
You know, it's a good week for that. So yeah, headlines and shenanigans is it's a good excuse to ignore it for a while.
Right.
Yeah. But guys, you know what you shouldn't ignore? You shouldn't ignore Oh My Gaia.
Can't ignore this sweat coming on, Michael. You can't ignore the heat.
Nope, but I don't smell you.
No, you do not.
That's because of Oh My Gaia. Oh My Gaia is an innovative, all-natural deodorant, fragrance, and beard oil company specializing in paraben and aluminum-free products. And guys, their innovative line of deodorants inhibit the growth of odor-causing bacteria while still maintaining effectiveness. And there's tons of scents from dreamsicle to leather, lumberjack, honeysuckle, fireside, bergamot amber, pear, sweet pea, sailor, barbershop. And we even have our own scent, True Crime Pine, just for you True Crime Guys listeners. And also, we have our own keyword that will save you a little bit of money. It'll save you 15% off your order at ohmygaia.com. And that keyword is Crimepine, no spaces, Crimepine, like True Crime Pine, but without the true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and no spaces, Crimepine. The code word and the link to Oh My Gaia is right below the description of this episode. That's ohmygaia.com. All right, guys, thank you for listening. Make sure you give us a follow on social media at True Crime Guys, wherever you listen. Also, a great place to send case suggestions and a great place to stay up to date on what's going on in the true crime world. From every crazy arrest, like those crazy fools that had a bunker of kids. Jesus Christ, Thina just shared it on True Crime Guys. Sometimes I'll be reading my own news feed and I'm like learning shit over here. Thina keeps us updated. She keeps us updated and informed on all the awful things that are happening, and sometimes hilarious things in the true crime world. But make sure you give us a follow at True Crime Guys wherever you are. Also, don't forget to check out Patreon, patreon.com/True Crime Guys. It's the wheels of the podcast, guys. It's a great way to support us. And anything else, Andy?
I do not think so, Michael.
Real quick, we got a music announcement. If you guys don't know, we occasionally now do a custom song for an intro, but I used to do it a lot more often.
Yes.
And so we've compiled quite a bit of our favorite intro songs over the years, and there are some albums on Spotify that you can listen to. But finally, I have created a vinyl.
You do,
We
Michael.
finally have a vinyl.
You have a hard copy.
Truths and Tragedies is out on vinyl, and there's a link to that probably at truecrimeguys.com. If not, I will put one there.
There will be one on our social media.
Yes, there will be one on social media. Faux show. So make sure you guys check that out, and you can get your copy. First ever. Might be the only one. Who knows?
It'll be a one-time pressing
I
of a Wu-Tang
packed
album.
I packed it, though. It's like 16 tracks on that bad boy.
Double-sided, bitch.
That's right. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you next week with another regular True Crime Guys case. And Andy, you got anything?
I do not.
All right, I guess we'll have to tell them to keep on creeping then.
Bye.